All right, welcome back. So this would be part 2 of kind of going over some of the things I've done this fall. We talked about the windstorm and the ice storm, but this damage is all done. This was a dead tree that blew over. You can see the remnants of the old walls where they had gravel pits here, but under here is all cobblestone and where the wash plant was. And I don't know if you can see it or not. And this is what it's all under here. So we will thin some of these trees out eventually. And of course, here's my little access down to the brook that we put in at one point. It's all stone under here. And you can see where my fence line runs along there. It jumps, it crosses, and goes over to the rec park up against the third baseline on the baseball diamond, and then back across. Sorry about the wind. It is really blowing here today. So yeah. So this, we opened up a little bit this year. I'd like to open up a little bit more. You can hear the leaves. I never get sick of the sound of walking in the leaves. So there's a lot of little bits and pieces of brush that have come up here over the last few years that need to be cleaned up. And here's another tree that's kind of rolled over. Well, you can see the elevation we have here with the brook. And a little farther down, you can see where the property runs. Here, I want to show you something. So there's two things. They had like a wooden dam right here, right down here when I was a kid. And they would flood this area with, let the brook back up the water. They'd pump it up here, and they'd use that for their wash plant. So that tree right there, that big stump, was when I was a kid, it was a huge tree. Now it's all fallen down and rotted away. Some's in the brook. Some pieces are laying everywhere. When we were a kid, we used to crawl up in the center of that tree right there, and we'd sit and watch the water go underneath us and, just talk about stuff. We were all over this property when we were kids. So, but you can see on the other side, my property runs over there, jumps across, and kind of, there's a little bit of a clearing right about there. Oh, let me see if I'm right. I might be wrong. I might be pointing the wrong place. Hang on. I'll make sure I get the right spot. Now this is, so there, right directly up through there is where my property runs. So yeah, okay. So let's get back to the tractor. We'll go down a little farther. There's some big boulders that apparently couldn't go through the wash plant. There's very good gravel in here, and I'm assuming that was either remnants of the hills they never got to, or that was topsoil or something they piled there and kind of left. So let me walk, because I don't know. Yeah, I know I can drag down through there. It'll be quicker. Going through here with a tractor without a pusher on it is a lot different than trying to go through here with the pusher. So let's get back in here. So you're probably going to hear the wind, and then when you get in here, you hear the tractor. So it's either the wind or the tractor. We'll go with the tractor. Okay. Yeah, it'll be a little close, but we'll get it. So that's where the old road used to go. We used to go around here and then take the left. You can still see my property on the brook. The water's down a little bit. Of course, we've got a tree down right now. Some brush down, so I will not go through that. But this goes out to the bottom side of my property where it's kind of grassed in, and we used to go through here. Here's a couple paths that the kids from the rec park use in the summer, so they don't have to walk on the main road. They come through the two baseball diamonds, and they go up through our property. So let me back out of here. Turn around. I better do it this way. Yeah, it probably wasn't a good idea to come in here with a pusher on, but we'll get it. So this is the area where there was gravel, and we had pushed some stuff off and used some of the gravel in this little knoll. I didn't get time this year, but I will get to cleaning it up and getting rid of the stumps and some other stuff. So my property line would be behind me, down at the bottom of the hill towards that yellow, if you can see a yellow, let's see if you can see it over here. You can see the yellow fence way over there in the trees, maybe. You can see the yellow fence for the ball diamond. So we'll come back and I'll show you the other path that I made up out of here so to do some work. Again, there's a lot of down wood and some cleaning up and some hung trees. And there's some trees I want to move out of here so it's easier access. Come in here. This one right here on the left would be one of them. It's not very good shape on the top. The bigger trees have kind of crowded it, and it looked like a lot of the leaves were dying on it last summer. So we'll do that. Plus, I want to kind of clean this up in here a little bit and re-secure around those trees a little bit so they got a better foothold on the ground. We'd like to keep all the trees we can. So as you see, we're headed back to the shop, and this is the road I put in this summer with the Mini and the tractors, and then we had the dozer here for a little while when we did this. So this is the back side of where we've been filling in, and I will continue to raise this road up, but I will be dropping it off on a better angle, mainly for the kids to ride through here on the four-wheelers and the snow sleds. And you can see we're still accepting material and pushing it off. Just put about 25 loads in here over the last week and then pushed it off. And we continue to, on the left here, behind the milk trailers, we're continually pushing this way and towards the front. The goal is to fill this low spot in over here and then leave the bigger trees out front and probably like a buffer of 8 to 10, 12 feet and allow that to grow up. So that's about where we are. Snow plow trucks, snow pushers, and tractors. Does it get any better than that? And a walk in or drive in the woods. Okay, we'll see you soon. Thanks for subscribing, commenting, and hope you enjoyed the little tour. See you soon.